Hello again. Welcome to Ship Happens at Night. I'm Jacob.
I'm Joe.
Bees.
Kayla.
Yes, Kayla, a.k.a. Bees' girlfriend. She's joining us here today to later talk about Tough Mudder and to overall give her opinion on what we talk about with Guild Wars 2 and related nerd topics.
Woohoo, nerd topics.
Woohoo, nerd topics.
Woohoo,
First of all, last day of Green Lantern Month.
Woo!
Not very widely announced month, but a month that's important nonetheless.
In our world.
In our world.
And all the verse.
So let's go ahead and talk about, we all know there's different cores. There's 7. Each one's a different color. Each one's a different emotion. Real quick, Joe, just say the 7 colors.
Okay, you have white, which is the will to live. Red, which is rage. Orange, which is avarice. Yellow is fear. Green is will. Blue is hope. Indigo is compassion. Violet is love. And then you have black, which is death. Screw those guys.
Alrighty, let's go ahead and start with Kayla. Kayla, which color would you be and why?
I'd probably go with indigo because...
Compassion. You're
Yeah.
dating bees, we know.
So, for those who don't know, indigo is compassion. What they do is they usually steal the power of others, or at least use the power of others, which is kind of ironic because it's compassion. I know, it's kind of weird. That's why indigo isn't widely liked.
color.
Exactly. Bees?
Red.
Why?
Definitely red.
And red is anger, obviously, and why?
Because I have aggressiveness issues sometimes.
He has anger problems and a Napoleon
But
complex.
enough to napalm puke people.
It's not napalm puke, it's napalm blood.
Blood puke. Okay, it comes out their mouth in a vomit type thing. Idiot. Okay then. Alright, you next, Joe. What would you be?
It's tough. I'd split between green and red. I like red because they're so uber badass and they're not good guys, but they're not bad guys. They're perfect anti-heroes. But I'd probably go with green for the ability to make constructs. And the Guardians are a nice backing to have. Granted,
Okay.
I don't like the Guardians, but you know, they're powerful. Can't
Well,
argue it.
each emotion is different. The fact that they're not evil, they just all see good in a different way. For example, red, they see more like a vengeance, and then meanwhile, Green Lanterns are more like the cops of the
I
universe.
don't know, I feel like
obviously.
yellow is evil.
Yellow, no. Because Sinestro just feels like, again, he sees a different way of how things should be done. It's a difference between a dictatorship and a democracy. The fact that someone feels like they should be in command of everything, meanwhile democracy would be more like we should all vote on it.
Parallax.
Well,
Except for Parallax. We're talking Sinestro and on.
Sinestro made the Yellow Lantern
Parallax
Corps,
was
and he made the Yellow Lantern Corps to make people obey the law through fear,
Sure.
but still obey the law. He didn't make it for a nefarious purpose, he made it for a good purpose.
Yeah,
However,
yeah,
over
the
time,
parallax.
he, destroyed his own corps.
Okay, alright. This isn't Green Lanterns at night. Okay, guys, this shit happens.
Can we do that show
Finally, no, we're not gonna do that shit next. Finally, it's me, and I would pick orange. Greed, which is greed, avarice, and...
Oh, Lord. There's only one, though. He would never give you the ring.
Okay, for those who don't know, orange is avarice, greed, obviously, as I just said. But there's only one lantern for it.
Imagine that. He hoards it.
Because it's greed, he doesn't obviously want to make more for other people. But the fact is, he can make constructs. When he kills his enemies, he can then make a construct of that enemy, and it has a mind of its own, where with Green Lanterns, you just make constructs, and they're just imaginations of everything. Where orange, you can just literally just make, I could kill Arnold Schwarzenegger, make an Arnold Schwarzenegger, and it starts terminating everything, type of thing. And how cool would that be? I mean, it'd be like,
Hilarious.
alright, that'd be hilarious.
But he'd never give you the ring.
So that's in respect to Green Lantern Month. And second thing on the list, it was Joe's birthday on Thursday. So I'll wish him happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
What are you now, Joe?
19.
19? That's one more than 18.
I'm glad that we're all so happy
One
about one
less
more
than
year.
20.
Thank you for the delightful math update.
happy to help, Joe. Next thing on our list is something actually related to Guild Wars. Who knew, right? Who knew? April 10th. Why is that such an important date, Bees?
You can prepay for the game.
Pre-purchase.
Pre-purchase, prepay. You buy the game beforehand.
Exactly. You buy the game beforehand. Now,
And
what
you get extra stuff.
extra stuff, Joe?
I need to get a cool D&D boss figurine. At least that's what we're using it for.
Okay, but what is it actually? It's
I don't know what the actual creature is in the game. I forgot the name, but essentially it's this
Hedge.
model of
Lieutenant Char.
Char?
Char, yeah.
It's
yeah,
the
second-
Char.
How did I slip that
It's the
character?
important Char guy.
Okay, it's the name.
Not Rylock.
Yes, Rylock.
Rylock? Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Rylock's
Rylock.
name. I feel like that name alone inspires fear. Rylock.
Anyways,
There's a T
continue.
in there.
Continue.
Whatever. But you get the figurine, you get a heroes band, which gives you +2 to all the stats in the game, which, I mean, pretty significant, at least at low levels. I would imagine when you get to high levels, 2 really isn't going to matter much, but starting out, that'll be a nice little bonus.
Well, it's the fact that, you took the time to pre-purchase it, so here you go. Here's
+2.
some extra stuff.
I agree. It's worth it. I know you get also some skill where you summon a Mist Wolf or
It's a summon Misfire Wolf Elite skill.
Mistfire Wolf Elite, and I guess that just summons a companion to help you for a little while.
Yeah, it's just like if you're a necromancer, you summon your little pets.
A
and stuff
zombie
like
or
that.
whatever.
Yeah, it would be the same thing. You just summon Misfire Wolf.
And what else comes with it? Because that's all the stuff I got off
Well,
the top of my head.
That's what comes with pre-purchasing. Now, meanwhile, I'm going to get the deluxe edition, and I was happy enough to write it all down. With the deluxe edition, which is twice the cost, but you get a 10-inch Rylock figure, a 112-page Making of Guild Wars 2, the soundtrack, art portfolio with 5 art prints, custom art frame. You get, and then that's all physical stuff. And then the digital stuff you get within the game is the Summon Misfire Wolf Elite skill. You get a miniature Rylock in the game, which I'm kind of curious to see how that works. I want to see what.
Wait, do you get that in the game? Or
It's, yeah, it's digital. You get it in the game. Yeah, I know. I'm curious to see what that
How
means.
would you?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
This is straight off the site. Bees, you can look on the site and you can see.
I feel like
it
that's what
says.
happens when you buy the digital version and they.
Chalice
send
of
you the
Glory,
figure.
a Tomb of Influence, and a Golden Banker. So there's a pretty
what
cool.
banker?
A Golden Banker.
What does that do?
I'm pretty sure it's like, in WoW when you're
You have the mobile guild
your
bank or
goblin can
whatever.
just pop a bank. I'm pretty sure that goes along that same lines.
That's useful.
That is very useful.
No more full inventory bags while you're out in the middle of nowhere.
Definitely a good start. But
Are you gonna get the deluxe edition, or are you just gonna pre-order?
I'm gonna pre-purchase the deluxe edition. If they
Ooh.
let me. I'm pretty sure they'll let me. So I'm pretty excited. And those who don't know, GameStop is where we're going for it. We're going to try and make a guild event out of it. We're going to all go there. Right after these messages. What? So it turns out that we had our information wrong. So we're just going to pretend some of that wasn't said. But there's all the stuff that's involved with the deluxe edition if you want to order that online and such. I guess we'll move on to our interview of Kayla. So, Kayla, Tough Mudder, does it ring a bell?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I think it rings a lot of bells.
Well, the face rings a bell. Three Stooges. I love the Three Stooges. We so see that movie. All right, so Tough Mudder, what is it?
It is a 10 to 12 mile muddy obstacle course built by British Special Forces and filled with awesomeness.
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
this huge obstacle course.
Why do it? Why?
Yeah, I mean,
Why not? 25 obstacles that a whole bunch of people made. I
Okay.
mean, there's ice, water, electricity, 10,000 volts of electricity,
does
12
that
foot
kill a
walls.
man? No.
12-foot walls. I mean, the whole point of it is basically you can't do it alone.
Well, I mean, how much is this?
If we were to pay right now to go for this October for in Kentucky, it would be $110. But if we were to plan for next October, then we'd have to pay for it before December 31st, and it would be $90.
Where does that money go to?
It goes to the Wounded Warriors Project, which most of the money goes there, and then they help fund programs that help veterans get back into normal everyday life, people that have prosthetics, it helps them get into therapy, things like that.
Oh, that's a pretty well-known charity there. So
I support this. I feel like I have to run this race just to support it.
So the
Thank
fact
God.
is, your internship happens, and you're trying to kind of get us to go to this thing, aren't you?
It looks like fun, why not? You guys are adventure people, so I mean,
Yes,
Well,
but
Joe is.
yes, but we're
So.
nerds.
yeah.
I mean,
Not all nerds are the scrawny guys
Yeah,
that
I-
sit in their computer all day.
I
Yes.
agree.
So,
Just that one.
I mean,
I agree. I mean, I like the idea that if we could go out here and do this Tough Mudder, yes, nerds kick ass. Yes, I just said ass. I think we should go out and do this. I like it. You should do this with me. I'll go. You should do this with me.
I'm going.
I mean, I can barely run a mile right now, and I'm gonna do it.
We're gonna have to
so,
work.
I mean,
Here's what's
Oh,
gonna, here's
I'll
what's
walk
gonna
away
happen.
if I have
We're
to.
gonna pay
I'll go.
$100 to go do this. To run 5. Okay, I'm sorry, not 5 miles. Run half a mile in mud, fall on our face, start crying, get in the fetal position, and cry for our mommies.
and hope
I can pay $100 for something better than that.
Well, you
I'll
want to
tell
just go
that.
run a mile outside and then roll in mud?
And then cry to my mommy? Yeah, at least it's free. But it's all right. Let's.
All right, Jake.
thousands and thousands of people are wanting to do this for a good cause.
You
I mean,
have to.
Come on.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
You got to do this now.
I'll try. We'll try.
There's no
Again,
try.
We'll get to that here in a second.
You agreed to do this with me, Jacob.
What are some of the different obstacles?
Oh goodness, there's 25 in each race. There's one that's a 12-foot wall. They have you jump in ice water, go under something, go over something, go under something, and you're in ice water the
I
entire
saw
time.
that look.
Yeah.
And you have to jump out. I mean, it's in the middle of October, so it's gonna be kind of cold.
Kinda?
Kinda. The last obstacle is the electricity course. It's the only time they have electricity anywhere in their course. I've seen them where you have to crawl in mud, and they have little strings that have electricity going through them, and if you touch it, you get electrocuted. Pretty awesome.
Secret message.
I was about to say,
There's-
bees. She's kind of.
There's some that you have to run through. I mean, it just depends on what they're planning on doing for this one. But the last one is usually electricity.
I see she really likes electricity. It's getting kind
No,
of.
that one's like the last one. It's just kind of the, yeah, we can finish kind of thing.
Yeah, we could finish. Twitch.
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 They
That's
meet
all right.
you with if you're
You
21,
don't need
they
a
meet
heart.
you with a beer, a band, and a headband. Ooh, but I mean, you get to have fun. It's like a big
Headband.
party at the end.
I'm not 21.
I mean, there's people that are,
No one here is 21.
there's people that are 18, and then there's people that are 45 doing this race. Like,
I think we should do this.
it looks like a lot
I
of fun.
think we'll try. Now, the whole connection as the ship happens is the fact that you're just, again, trying to get this whole almost guild group to do this type of thing, right?
How many guildies do you think would honestly do this with us?
All of them that can make it.
I've got 10 so far, 10 or 12.
I think we
But
should-
realistically, who's actually going to go, that number's probably going to be cut in half. So we'll see.
5?
Toughest of the toughest.
Yeah,
Survival
but the thing is, the
is-
more people that we get, you can actually get money back. If you have 10 or less people, I think it's 6 to 10 people, you get $5 back. 11 to 20 people, you get $10 back, and then 21 up, you get $20 back. A few weeks before the race, they'll mail you a check. So
That'll be interesting, to say the least.
You have to do this with us.
Yes.
it
We'll
looks
see
like
what
fun.
happens. We'll see
No.
what happens.
I want to guarantee on camera
You're
that
not-
you will run this with
You will
us.
not get a guarantee on camera. I swear to you right now, you won't.
Come on.
You won't.
I'll
Yeah,
run it
come
in
on.
I'll run it in swim trunks and a dress.
Peer
if you'll
pressure.
agree right now.
You guys suck.
Peer pressure.
Swim
And a dress.
trunks and a dress.
Is there
Say
any-
yes.
Is there
Say
any
it.
other comments that you would want to say about Tough Mudder or
Fine.
anything else you would want to tell
That was
the
a good
general
offer.
public?
I actually want to interrupt and say, Jake, the producer is going to go Tough Mudder with Ship
You
Happy.
see this?
Yeah, look
You
at
know
that.
And it's on camera.
Here's
I
how much.
believe it.
Here's how many craps I give about what you all think. That's how many. Is there any lasting comments?
You are
any
so
ending
bad.
comments you
Come
want
on,
to say
even,
about
even the
Tough
girl's
Mudder?
gonna go.
Yeah.
Mofo!
Come on.
Come on.
Really,
With the
guys?
spinal problems
And the
and
knee problems.
Jason's been blown up 3 times
Yeah.
and he's still going.
Come on.
What's
Come
your
on.
excuse?
I'll try,
He's
mofos.
the little skinny nerd in this group that just sits in front of his computer all day. We figured it out.
Where's the Doritos? I don't.
Kayla,
Disappoint.
is there anything else you want to say before we end?
If you're gonna go, they ask that you remember their pledge and you recite it before the race actually starts. I can't remember exactly what it is, but part of it is I put camaraderie before I put my course time, like first. And then one of them is I do not whine, kids whine. So that's awesome.
You do not
That's part
whine.
of the pledge.
Kids
I do
whine.
I have not whined about this. I said I'm just not going to do it.
And yeah,
Well, that's a pretty cool motto. I like that.
there's
because
a lot more to it. But
If you see,
We have a year to learn it. It's okay.
Yes.
if you see some of the photos, you see, or videos and photos, you see that there are definitely some camaraderie.
Camaraderie.
Thank you. I can't say the word, obviously.
Teamwork.
But
Teamwork.
teamwork.
And there are some inspirational people running this race. I mean, I saw one video of a guy with no legs.
Yeah.
He had no legs. He was an amputee, double amputee, and he still ran the race.
Mhm.
He had the prosthetics that like bend back and let you run, and he pulled it off.
I saw somebody with one prosthetic leg that actually ran it too, but 2 is amazing.
Yeah, the problem was he couldn't get up one of the walls easily, so one guy got up the wall himself, hung over, like held on to another guy, and they used him as a ladder to climb up
Yeah,
so the guy with no legs could get over.
yeah.
It was awesome.
It's good to know some good people go to this.
Yeah.
Instead of just, those cocky idiots who are just like, oh, look
Super
what I
mega
can do.
dude, bro.
Oh yeah, most of
Exactly.
them are like really, really nice apparently. I mean, you can't do this course alone.
It's
And
impossible.
everybody knows that. It's impossible to do it on your own. I mean, there's a 15-foot wave wall that you have to climb over. There's no way. I mean, there's people that'll sit at the top of this wall hanging over with their arm out to help you get up this wall because
You can't.
you can't do it. I
Can't
mean,
do it by
there's a few
yourself.
people that can do it, but if they can do it, they're sitting at the top of the wall helping people that can't.
We call them ninjas.
We call them ninjas. All right, guys. Any other ending comments before we go?
You're a pansy.
All right. I suppose with that we'll end our episode of Ship Happens. You all suck. I'm Jacob.
I'm gonna make you feel
I'm
horrible
Joe.
about this. I'm Bees.
Kayla.
He's pansy.
Yep.
And that's
thank
all.
you for another
Thanks.
night. You all suck. I hate you all.
You should have just agreed to